Hey everyone, my name is Greg Cazillo from Cazillo.com, and I'm reviewing the Epson SureColor P800 photo printer. Last year, Epson debuted their P600 printer. This year, they stepped it up with the P800. The P800 has a maximum print width of 17 inches and length of almost 11 feet. Even with this very large maximum print size, it's still a compact printer at only 27 inches wide and 15 inches deep. It could easily sit on a desk and wouldn't need to have an additional table to live on. Some of the other features of the P800 are a redesigned soft close door, front in, front out feed for thicker papers, new touch display, Wi-Fi capabilities, AirPrint and Google Cloud Print capabilities. The all-new Ultrachrome HD inkset has been completely reformulated for unmatched print quality. The red tones and black density of 4.0 DMAX are just amazing. Not only are the colors better than ever, so are their permanence. In testing by Wilhelm Imaging Research, they have found color prints likely to exceed 200 years and black and white prints over 400 years. This ensures your photographic legacy will last for generations. One great feature of the P800 is auto-switching inks, so you don't need to think about whether your printer is currently set up to print glossy or matte papers. The printer will adjust the inks accordingly. This is important because you can't use certain paper and ink combinations since it won't stick properly. After unboxing and removing all the blue tape, you will notice the redesigned front tray will soft close, much nicer than the 3880 had. Also, thicker media has front-loaded instead of from the rear. I prefer it to having to pull the printer out from the wall and use the rear feeder. Loading regular thickness sheet paper is super easy. Load the paper and slide the guide next to the paper. The printer reliably feeds one sheet at a time for most photo papers. You will notice when loading paper, the printer asks you what type of paper and size you are loading. This is for AirPrint or Google Cloud Print. You use the touch display to set it properly. Then, when you send a photo from your mobile device to the printer, it will print properly. You can safely ignore this option if you are printing from your computer, since you will set the paper size and type in the print dialog box. And if you want, there's an option to disable this prompt altogether. Speaking of mobile devices, Epson has a couple of mobile apps for Android and iOS. Epson iPrint app allows you to print photos and documents from your device or online storage like Dropbox. I tested printing from both Epson's app and directly from iOS photos and didn't see a quality difference. Both are equally good. Epson has many different papers and media you can print on, like canvas, matte, luster, glossy, textured, watercolor, fine art, and their new legacy papers. If you print high volume, you will want to purchase the roll paper adapter and save a bunch using rolls of photo paper instead of the premium price of sheets. It supports 2-inch and 3-inch core papers up to 17 inches wide. Officially, Epson states 17-inch, 16-inch, 13-inch, and 10.3-inch papers are supported. I was able to get 10-inch wide rolls to print borderless as well. This is a great choice since those rolls of paper are less than $40 for 100 feet. Another new feature of the P800 versus the 3880 is Wi-Fi capabilities. You can connect it to your 802.11n wireless network, uses built-in Ethernet port, or connect it via USB 2.0. I have not noticed any difference in printing time when using the different connections. Each seems to work equally well. Printing from a mobile device can take a bit more time versus using a computer, which I would expect coming from a low-powered device. Print speed is greatly improved too. The 3880 printed a borderless print anywhere from 2 minutes to 8 minutes depending upon the quality and ink coverage. The P800 can print an 8x10 borderless photo in under 2 minutes, and if you turn off high-speed printing, it could take up to 4 minutes. That is a big improvement, especially in our fast-paced world. As I mentioned, the Epson SureColor P800 has an all-new Ultrachrome HD inkset. The P800 has a generous 80 milliliter ink cartridges that seemingly last forever. I have not changed any of the cartridges since I received the printer, and the status sheet says I've done 198 prints. That's a ton of printing for the initial ink cartridges. Red River Paper did a study of how much it would cost for many size prints. When printing with photo black ink, 4x6 prints only, use 20 cents worth of ink. 8x10s use 68 cents, and 16x20 prints is $2.71. That is very cost effective when you compare online labs charge anywhere from $10 to $20 for a 16 by 20 print. Here are a few power user tips. Don't change out the ink cartridges until the printer won't allow you to print anymore. Depending upon many factors, I usually get at least another 15 to 30 prints after the initial ink low message. When you do get the ink low message, be sure to order a new ink cartridge so you have it in stock. By the way, the ink cartridges are sold individually, so you only order what you actually need. Also stick with Epson inks. They are formulated for their printers and will give you the highest quality output with the least maintenance. I also suggest using Epson papers, although there are some times when they don't offer the paper you need. In that case, go with a company like Red River Paper or LexJet, who provide paper profiles to ensure perfect prints. I've had the P800 for a few months and have been able to use it on location too. It only weighs 43 pounds compared to the new Canon printer, which is over 70 pounds. This makes the Epson P800 the perfect printer for event printing or traveling where every pound counts. A few of the great features of the P800 are auto shutoff for power savings, built-in rear paper guide for thick media, super quiet printing at over 50 dB, and a flip-up touchscreen for easy viewing at any angle. So how good is this printer? It's awesome. This is my 4th Epson photo printer, and each one gets more and more refined. The new touchscreen makes its functions much easier to find, plus it has greater flexibility with AirPrint and Wi-Fi capabilities. The only paper jam I had was my fault, and the print head clogs are non-existent. Caring for this printer is easy as printing a couple times a month and closing it up to keep the dust out. Maybe once in a while, clean out the paper feed area with a damp, lint-free cloth to get rid of the paper dust, and you are done. It's handled every media type and roll paper type I've thrown at it without issue. Plus, it has borderless print sizes from 3.5 by 5 to 17 by 22 inches for efficient paper use and minimal waste. What really matters? Print quality. The Epson P800 has unmatched print quality, contrast, and detail. If you care about how your prints look and want unrivaled color or black and white prints, then you have to buy a P800 or its little brother, the P600. The only thing I'd like to see added to this printer is an automatic paper cutter. I've been spoiled by that feature on my larger Epson printer, and it sure would be nice to have it on the smaller models. Other than that, I can't think of a single thing this printer is missing. You can purchase the Epson SureColor P800 photo printer from this link to support our channel. If you have any questions about its use, troubleshooting, or care of the Epson printer, please leave a comment below and we will gladly reply. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel for detailed tutorial videos on how to use this printer with Lightroom, Photoshop, and other applications. Keep shooting.